Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am making one of my favorite cakes. If you have been following my channel for some time, you know I absolutely love cakes. It's my weakness. I have no control over cakes. When I see one, I really need to have it. But one of my favorites is the classic Victoria sponge, which is just a vanilla cake sandwiched with raspberry jam and some buttercream. I'm not a big fan of buttercream, but I am making just a little bit different cake to that. I'm making a lemon and raspberry Victoria sponge. So I'm going to waste no more time. Going to get baking. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button before we continue. Right, let's get going. So going to start with 250 grams of softened unsalted butter. If you think that the butter is not soft enough, then I would suggest you kind of beat it for couple of minutes and kind of loosen and soften it up before you add the other ingredients. Next goes in 250 grams of golden caster sugar. You can use normal caster sugar, and then I'm going to beat this for a minute. Next, add in 5 eggs into the batter. Just gonna scrape the sides and beat this for a few seconds. Next, a few more things. So a teaspoon of vanilla extract, also a teaspoon of baking powder, and 250 grams of self-raising flour, and a tablespoon of milk. And now I'm going to beat this for a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Okay, can you see the difference in the batter, how fluffy and pale it is now, and it's ready. So I've got the oven nice and hot at 180C or 160 fan. I've got a 10-inch cake tin here, greased and line it, and then this is going to go in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Always check, because my oven might cook it quicker, your oven might take a bit longer. So keep an eye. You don't want to dry out the cake. So check after 35 minutes if it's done. With a toothpick or a skewer. It smells really good, and you can tell by the look of the consistency and the color that it's going to be a really nice, lovely, light vanilla sponge. It's been 40 minutes. I checked at 35. It wasn't done. So 2 ways to find out. One is you can insert a skewer right in the middle, and then it's all clear, which is one sign. Also, another sign is that you can see that the cake has kind of separated from the tin, and there's this gap here. Just here, there's a gap. And that is another sign it's done. So now I'm going to let this sit in the cake tin for 5 minutes, then take it out and let it cool completely. For the lemon curd, I have got 4 unwaxed lemons. When you're using the zest of lemon, make sure that you buy unwaxed lemons so you can use the zest. So first, I'm going to get the zest of all the 4 lemons into a pan. And once I've got the zest of all the 4 lemons, I'm going to add the juice of all the 4 lemons into this pan. And you don't have to get the pips out or anything at this moment. We can do it in a little bit. So that's the zest and juice of 4 lemons. In goes 200 grams of golden caster sugar. You can use normal caster sugar as well. And goes in 100 grams of unsalted butter. And now I'm going to bring this to a boil so that the sugar is dissolved and the butter has melted. Next, I'm just gonna break and whisk 4 whole eggs in here. So it's all dissolved and melted. Now I'm gonna turn it off and give it a second before I add the eggs. Stir it continuously while adding the eggs slowly. And if it does scramble a little bit, trust me, it's absolutely fine because we can sort that out in a second. So once all of this has been added, I'm going to turn the hob on and cook this on very low heat for 10 minutes until we have a nice thick lemon curd. In case there's a problem and it doesn't thicken up, then you could add a bit of corn flour to it. As you can see, my lemon curd has slightly scrambled, but that is absolutely fine. I have done that in the past, and to be honest, I'll show you in a second and it'll be completely fine and no one will ever know. And once it's done, I have got here a sieve. And I'm just going to pass this through the sieve so we have a very clear, lovely lemon curd in the end. I have made lemon curd on this channel previously and I've made lemon curd many a times. It is one of my favorite things to add on cakes and I could easily eat it with just a spoon. It just is delicious. I love lemon flavor. And I just wanted to show you that even I can get it wrong sometimes. And this is, like I said, it's my real life kitchen and I'm cooking this for my friends. So previously you must have seen that my lemon curd is perfectly smooth and beautiful. But today it has scrambled a little bit. The eggs have, and I'm just showing you that I'm still going to use it, not throw it, because now that I have sieved it, I'll show you, you can't tell there's anything wrong with it. So I've got all this left over and I've got this beautifully, deliciously looking curd left here. Now I'm gonna let this cool down, and once it's cooled down slightly, I'm gonna leave it in the fridge overnight and we'll finish the cake tomorrow. So look at this. Can you tell there was anything wrong with it? Absolutely not. It's smooth. It's going to be absolutely delicious. And it will set slightly by tomorrow morning. So the cake was made last night. I left it to cool down, and once it cooled down, I wrapped it up for today. I often do that, just make the cake the night before, and it's still like super soft and fresh, and as soon as I've unwrapped it, I can smell the vanilla. Right, and this is our lemon curd which we kept in the fridge overnight. So it's not like a rock solid soft, because I wanted like a slightly flowy vanilla lemon curd because of how this cake should end up looking. I want it to be like that. Right, so I'm going to make the cream. I have got here 250 grams of mascarpone cream cheese. Now when I make fresh cream icings, if I have or if I remember to buy some mascarpone cheese, it just gives the cream and or the icing a little bit of body, which is really nice. And to this I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of caster sugar. I'm using golden caster sugar. I've totally run out of normal caster sugar. Give it a mix before I add the double cream. And I'm not like measuring or anything. I roughly want around 400 ml of double cream. This is 600. So just maybe 300. Yeah, that's about right. Give it a mix, and then I'm going to beat this until it forms soft peaks. Now we add the raspberry jam. So I've made a 10-inch one cake. You can make the exact same cake batter, divide it into two cake tins of 8 inches and then kind of stack them up. But I have made one because that's what I fancy right now, and I'm just using some lovely raspberry jam. I'm going to add a nice, not a very thick layer, but not like a nice layer to add the flavor. And this is going to go so, the sweetness of the raspberry jam is going to go so well with the lemon curd. I know, as the cake is coming together, my smile is getting bigger and bigger. Is that Sia? Do you think so?
Yeah.
You know how much I love this cake, don't you? Right, up goes the cream. Blob it on all corners so I don't mess up the jam. Now what I want to do is not to smoothen this out. I really want little pockets in the cream so that I can fill up those pockets in a second, which is why I don't want it smooth. I know buttercream has its place, but seriously, nothing beats a fresh cream icing on a cake. Right, so I've made little craters, cream craters, and you know why, right? For our lemon curd. And then just fill these little cream craters with lemon curd. Now some fresh raspberries just dotted around. And now I've got a passion fruit. All my favorite things. Look at that. That just scoops. So now I've got the cake ready and done. I'm not going to cut it this minute. I'm just going to wait because I've made it for some friends who are going to come in a bit, and then I'm going to taste it with them and let you know.
Did you not see?
Yeah. Stand there like that with a knife to eat seal.
I do stumble a lot, so I have
Can
to
cut through those.
No, you have to cut through the whole cake,
Oh.
and then
Not very sexy.
cut through the whole cake half. That's much better. And then cut through.
Actually does look quite good. Let's move that one.
No, but then it's good that I've just started.
And now,
You can get to the slices.
no, not yet. Cut through that.
Oh my.
Just do one side. I'll do the
You
other
picked
side.
up our
No,
line.
middle one.
From me.
Yeah, that's it.
Kate, I'm talking to you.
And now you can cut through.
Oh, thank you for this little... What's wrong with you?
I just taught you all how to cut a cake, and you're laughing.
Stop, my fingers are going.
What?
My fingers are going.
Show me the crumbs. Ooh, Yes.
Please don't get them.
No, put it there.
Should we get the verses new to the team?
Behave yourselves, girl. Don't drop the cake. If you drop the cake,
I'm not going to. You have a little faith in me, mother. Little faith.
I will promise to have little faith in you.
I can't sit around here.
Why is it such tiny sizes?
That's what he came as, yeah.
So you can have that bigger one, Kate.
Yeah, because you're dying. You have this one.
Okay, y'all can tell me how it is on the camera. No, what? Without eating it. Okay, go on then.
Are you ready?
Kate, come in. Tell me.
10 out of 10.
No, you haven't eaten yet. Come on. Tell me how it is.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay, how is it?
Well, that is just perfect. That is so equal perfection. Nature the tea.